season 2, episode 1. What it do? How's it going? My name is
What's
Eric
up?
Ryder.
What is up?
Go ahead
Oh,
and
my
introduce
name.
yourself.
That was not the intro that I was expecting.
Yo, we are rusty.
Bro,
Give us a
you-
moment,
we
guys.
had an intro that we follow.
No, it was
and
you,
then
Arthur. It was you, Arthur. You ruined it.
Bro. It was not the intro that I was expecting. But hello, yo, what's up, guys? My name is Flying Rye. Welcome back. Season 2, bro. Season 2.
Yeah, back and better.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. As you can see, we have moved over to a streaming format. We have our face cams. You guys get to see us. And I think if you notice, we have one more person that if you watched or if you listened to our last episode, you might recognize him. Today, as of today, I should say, we have a third host for the show, Fallen Conscript.
Yo,
Let's get it
what's
on.
up?
Welcome,
What's
by the
up?
way.
Yo, it's been a while. We did this maybe almost a full year ago. We had our last episode, right?
It's been way
Yeah.
too long. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Way
It might
too
have been
long.
longer than that.
I think it's been
Okay,
like
hold
what?
on. I got it right here. Our last episode
Maybe
was
two.
February
Maybe 2 years.
1st, 2021.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
2 years ago. Yeah,
it's
2 years
been
ago.
a hot minute. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, that's insane. It's been almost 2 years.
It's been too long. It's been
Almost
too
2
long. But
years.
thanks, guys, for having me. I know I'm Fallen Conscript. You've seen me stream from time to time. But we've been trying to bring this back, and it's been a while. We wanted to bring this back so much sooner, but sometimes life gets a little too busy. But now we got some time, don't we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got some
we got
time.
some
A lot of
time.
time has passed in general. AJ, do you want to maybe go first? Say what's been happening just in general. Like,
Oh
what
man,
you been doing, bro?
life, bro, life. What can I say, man? You know, change jobs, change schools. You know, just trying to figure it all out. What can I say? New computer, new setup, new everything. I got
Yeah.
2 monitors
Nice.
now. What else? A webcam, like an actual proper webcam. Like when I was streaming, I used to have a PlayStation 4 webcam. It's so much. That's actually right
Dude.
here. I used to have a
Bro.
PlayStation 4 webcam.
It
I still
was
have
it was to a point, right, where if he was inactive for too long, it would genuinely shut down.
Yeah.
I'm weak.
I forgot about that.
Dude, it would just shut down. Or I think if he pressed something on his controller, it would just bring up the PlayStation menu, and it was just hilarious because you would just see him like right here, and then just like dun, you just see his menu and everything. It was
So-
I'm
great.
weak.
Yeah, and thing is, I would also play like games on controller, even though I'm on PC. And like sometimes if I didn't set it up right, I might just start playing a game on PlayStation without even realizing. But this episode is probably gonna be a little scuffed, to keep it a buck. Can Arthur, can you check and make sure our audio is good? Because
Yes,
that's what
sir.
I'm really concerned about. I can't check myself because then it'll be like an echo. So if you just let me know.
Yeah, I got you.
Be good. Besides that, yeah, we got a bit of a lineup. Some new stuff, some old stuff, you know, because you know we haven't really been up to date with all the news going on here. But yeah, we do got some news for y'all.
Audio seems to be pretty good.
All right, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I got the stream back up too. So
Yes,
Perfect.
sir.
All right,
Looks like
well that's
we're
me.
good.
How are y'all? How have y'all been?
Arthur, go first.
I
Flying
go
right, my
first?
bad.
All right.
Go for it.
Honestly, things have been crazy. I mean, just like AJ over here, got a new job, been making moves. If you guys were following me at the beginning of 2022, we had a really good Twitch run going on. I started streaming more at the beginning of that year, which was really fun. We beat the entire Dark Souls trilogy, which was hyped as shit. I remember there was this one part in Dark Souls 3 where I think I had Miguel's community, Wholesome, and then everybody else show up for the final couple of boss fights, and it was a grand old time. It was so much fun, but unfortunately, a lot of things like life, I had responsibilities that I had to take care of. I'm back in school. I'm back in school, which is really good. Other than that, yeah, it's just been very busy with life, kind of like AJ just said. But overall, we got some time. So my schedule's been fixed up a little bit. I got season 2 now that we're doing. It's been good. It's really been good.
Yeah. So for me, I've been basically just streaming almost nonstop ever since last year. It's been tough to try to maintain schedule because sometimes you just don't want to you don't feel like it. But sometimes those are the times where you really gotta just push through and keep going and maintaining that schedule. So I was a full-time worker. Right now I cut down my hours. I'm looking for another job. Hopefully that works out. Just got a letter from the DMV, so that could work out. Hopefully, yeah.
Nice.
Getting those state, state benefits.
Yeah.
That shit could hit. You know what I'm saying? But basically, I've been playing fighting games now. I just picked up fighting games last March, if I'm not mistaken. Flying Rye was with me at that point. I think it was March or April.
It was, I think, March.
March, right? All right, yeah.
Yeah.
So I picked that up. Somehow got into Diamond, almost top 10K in North America. I'm not even that good, to my personal opinion. But you have the good streaks.
Yourself, bro. I gotta
downplay.
Dude, if you guys notice also too when you watch the streams or if you watch the VOD or wherever you're gonna be watching this from, we do have our socials down below. So if you ever want to check out Fallen Conscript Scream. Oh my goodness.
Oh god.
Stream. This is gonna be scuffed. I'm telling you. If you want to check out his stream, he streams Street Fighter, Hades. On the occasional Overwatch, Apex. If you're looking for just a chill stream to vibe out to, see some good gameplay, you know where to check it out.
Damn, this man's doing my job better than I could. But yeah, that's been going on in my life right now. It's busy for all of us, no doubt.
Yeah, definitely. All three of us, we have had so much happening in our lives. I'd say for the better, in all honesty. And yeah, we're just back at it again. New year, new season. I think it's about time that we start getting into what we have for today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually got some stuff. Don't mind me. I was just going and throwing some things in the chat so people can see where to find y'all. All right.
Of course.
All right, yeah. All right, we're going to jump into our first segment of the podcast called Loading Complete Stuck on Loading.
Yes, for the OGs, you already know how this goes. But for those who are new to the podcast, basically, each one of us is going to have two news stories. One is Loading Complete, something that is good, it could be anything from gaming, anime, content creation, entertainment, you name it. If it's good, we'll pick it. And we have Stuck on Loading, which is one bad thing that has happened. Maybe not bad, but something sad, impactful that has happened in the entertainment industry in general. And all three of us have two stories that we've picked today that we're going to be going over. And yeah, I think just like we were doing with introductions, let's start with AJ.
Alrighty. All right. Hold on. Let me go ahead and transition. We got new technology over here. Hold on. All right. We got
the best part.
What's up?
The best part about the stream too is that there's no multiple takes. It's just one go. So these guys get to see.
This is gonna be. This already looks weird. This whole title is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got some juicy stories for today.
All right, so look. CES 2023, right? They showed something off called the Aroma Shooter. All right, and this is gonna sound crazy.
Oh yeah, go ahead and explain it.
All right, so basically what it is, it's basically smell-o-vision. This is something people have been wanting in games forever, right? Yo, you're in the forest. Yo, Breath of the Wild, you're in the forest as Link. Sorry, no cuts.
No.
Yo, I'm in there.
You did not just do that mistake.
I know. You know what? I'm not even a real gamer. I'm exposed. That's crazy.
Yeah, you're exposed, bro. How dare you?
But listen, let me paint the scenario though. You're in the forest as Link, right? You going through. You see the enemies. You smell what they're cooking. You know what I'm saying? You smell the grass. You know what I mean? You smell the dirt, bro. Just imagine that. They also have a little video here too. I guess I'll show a little bit of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just imagine. All right. So my question for y'all is, how long do you think it's gonna take for them to implement this in adult videos?
I knew that was coming up.
No, this is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, go ahead.
The process of how the internet came to be was because of pornography. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if porn already has something in development for this specifically before video games can actually get it. I kid you not.
I gotta agree with Jose here. I feel like they know about this technology, and I feel like once it becomes like perfected, or at the very least like available to everybody, you damn well know that a lot of like adult studios are going to hop on that immediately.
Yo, Bros has already got it. I'm thoroughly convinced.
Oh wait,
Bro.
hold on. Let's back up for half a second. I just realized we didn't even explain what this segment means. Loading complete or stuck in loading. This is a segment putting news, whether gaming related news or not, into gaming terms. We're saying like, hey, either your loading screen is complete, you've completed the mission, you doing the right thing, or your screen is stuck on loading, you blue screen, your CPU's trash, your GPU's over in the next room, like you're just doing everything wrong right now.
Smoke.
It's gone. It's just straight
that's
up
what the
dead.
segment means. Loading complete, stuck on loading.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
But man,
yeah.
It's just wild because it's like, imagine like you're let's take like Breath of the Wild for example, right? You're just playing it, and like say for example you're going through like the forest, you can smell like the trees, like you know, the wildlife. I'm not sure if people want to smell like the dirt and mud that's also like, you know, associated with that kind of stuff, but it's genuinely insane. And like from the article that you presented, like there's like what, some kind of like cartridges or something, like aroma cartridges.
oh god, no.
Like I'm wondering like how they've been able to like develop that, you know, and like implement that.
I think let's take it to the extreme now. Like there are so many games nowadays that are extremely gory. Now, do you really want smell-o-vision for that though?
Bro.
Yes.
That's what, as soon as I heard of smell-o-vision, and I'm like, yo, like if we talk about what was that recent game that came out recently that is you trying to escape hell?
Oh. I know what you're talking
that a lot of people liked, but a lot of people
Scorn.
didn't.
Yeah,
Scorn, yeah. Imagine being. How would they capture the smell of hell and rotting flesh? Do you really want to subject yourself to that?
I want to smell. I want to smell the dry blood of rotten corpses, bro. Come on, bro.
Listen. Immersion has a cost. Yeah, it's crazy.
Balance as it should be.
Do you want to be in that environment? It's like, you know, there's like a thing with IGN, right? When they were reviewing the Batman games, and the term they always said was, you get to feel like you're Batman. You get to be Batman. And I'm just wondering, like, oh yeah, with this new technology, you'll even smell like Batman.
Oh, yeah.
All that latex, bro, and then like
flavor sealed in, bro.
Oh no! Oh no!
Man sweating in a latex suit.
Yo.
No breathing. None.
Bro.
Catwoman has a field day. Let me say.
You get to be Batman.
All right,
literally.
Lord have mercy.
Question though, right? Since this new technology, do you think this justifies the price? The price is going to be, it's going to come up to $1,000 basically, and they're going to come in cartridges that you're going to have to keep refilling that cost $54 each. Okay, so
yes,
for a new technology, do you think that's a fair price? And what do y'all think?
I like to think back to when VR first came out, and correct me if I'm wrong, but some of the earliest headsets were like what, $1,000, $2,000.
Damn near, yeah.
More.
No, it was around one band.
Yeah. So when it comes to new technology, people will still buy into it because it's something that's completely new. It's something revolutionary, right? When VR came out, the most that we've seen was like, you know, augmented reality or anything like that. People will buy into that regardless of how much it is. Now, I don't think many people will buy it at first, and I don't think they're expecting to turn out such a huge profit immediately. Rather, they're going to get those who purchase it initially, get their feedback, and then just move on from there. They'll just perfect it, as time goes on with feedback.
Right.
That's what I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like new technology will always be expensive. There's no way around it. And to be honest, the way I see this going, especially with Japanese companies, they'll try to make sure they can actually lower the cost, make it more cost efficient to a certain extent, so that it would be actually affordable. Like the amount of technology that we've gotten from the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, like, guarantee you they've put millions, if not billions of dollars into each of those consoles, and yet they were able to lower the price to $500. Now, only reason why it was up to $1,000 was because, supply and demand, people bought out, and then they started trying to resell and all that garbage. But it is what it is. Do I feel like there's going to be enough of a demand for it to be almost on the black market or put up for resale? No, I don't think so. Not at all.
Yeah.
It's not too cost efficient for that.
Yeah, I think it'll be like more like just another luxury for those who have the disposable income.
All right.
I'm just like, I just want to finish off saying that how I see this is just going to be used in more like public spaces, if anything.
Yeah.
To sell the fact that you can now smell the films you're watching,
Right.
or certain aspects of it.
From browsers.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Jose,
Yeah.
give us your loaded complete.
All right, let's get to my thing. We're doing, since I saw that these people, they were doing something along the lines of maybe systems, maybe even new games coming out. I decided to go with a game that I used to stand a lot. I used to stand by it hard. And we're talking about League of Legends. However, we're no longer talking about straight up League anymore. We're talking about Project L, baby. Now, well, I'm hearing, so there wasn't much information leaked recently, but last month they actually made a whole video, a 6-minute and 44-minute video, talking about the release and just heavy development under Project L. Now, my main tagline for this is Illaoi means rise, because the amount of effort they're putting into Illaoi is insane. Just a 6-minute video, if you were going to watch it, if you want to load up the little tab, we don't need to watch the video, but you can tell just from the art itself, they're coming up from, I believe they're using the similar art style from Arcane. These people are like putting in so much effort into just the animations themselves. Like they're putting money into this game. And then I was reading on offense and movement and all this, and it looks like it's going to play similar to an Arc Systems type of game. So we're talking about Blaze Blue, we're talking about Guilty Gear Strive, and yet it's going to be almost like a tag game. So it's going to be 2v2. And then yeah, so it's really interesting. It literally, like, it even draws comparisons to fighters and even Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storms, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for this game. The art style is just bringing me in, and the fact that they're bringing in Illaoi is just exciting to me. So just an update to the roster. We're looking at Illaoi, Jinx, Echo, and I believe Darius and Ari for those who play League. So far, that's, from what I remember, the confirmed roster so far. They say they're going to release maybe a couple more, but
I have a question for you.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you think they're going to go the Blizzard route and they're just going to go like straight up Battle Pass, and they're going to put all the new characters or old characters from like backlog of League of Legends games as Battle Pass characters? Because here's the thing, League of Legends, they have so many characters, they have so many resources and lore to pull from.
Yeah,
they don't even have to make a single new character in League of Legends, and they could have new characters for this game for like the next 10 years. Easy.
Yeah, I agree. The thing about League that I've always respected is that the moment they release a character, it is released. That's it. Like, yeah, they had a purchase system for the character, so you had to get some sort of riot points or maybe even just a regular in-game currency, but it was never a battle pass thing. For the battle passes that I've seen in League, I haven't played in 3 years, maybe 4. But from what I remember, it used to be either skins or in-game collectibles, so to speak. So just emotes, maybe chromas. But I don't see it going as far as Blizzard. Just to be honest, that was a dumb move on Blizzard. Well, I don't know why you would have to, like, they're starving for money to the certain point that they're. Yeah, we don't need to get it.
We don't need to talk. We can one day talk about the horrible battle pass.
Yeah,
we could just have this stuck on loading podcast. It would just be stuck on loading.
That would be stuck on loading for the entire year, in all honesty, because of how horrible it is as a system.
Yeah. So, in terms of battle passing, I feel like they would add skins, maybe chromas to their, but it would be merely like optical. It wouldn't be anything having to do with unlocking characters.
Yeah.
Because I think they learned their lesson with Valorant. Having them have a sort of battle pass feature to characters. That kind of put them on the back foot with Valorant, and people didn't like it.
Sorry to cut you off. Who's developing this game, by the way? Is it Riot themselves, or are they?
Oh, it's Riot themselves.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they have like their in-house team that they created, and I think they got a lot of devs from. It was this one fighting game that was out on Steam, and it's like mechs fighting each other.
Yeah,
I don't.
So yeah, I think they hired a small team to actually take care of the fighting aspects, but in terms of the models and the arts and everything else, like the moves itself, is coming directly in-house.
Okay, well, I'll say this. I feel like in terms of like policies, I feel like they're definitely in good hands. Even though I may not be personally the biggest fan of their games, I feel like they'll at least have the wherewithal to know, like, hey, maybe we shouldn't do that dumb shit. You feel me?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right.
No,
I'm sorry.
There's one thing that I do appreciate is that Riot does know how to make their games well. They like, if you communities aside, League, Valorant, TFT, that new RPG that they created, it was
Ruined King.
Ruined King. Yeah. Any other project that they've done, they've released with quality, and I have faith that this game, Project L, is going to be released with the same quality. And honestly, like you were like Alawi's rising up, like Alawi main's rise, right? I just have so many ideas for like other characters that they can put into the game. Like, I'd love to see someone like Aatrox, Kane.
Yes.
Like any Darkin in general would be so cool to see in like a fighting game.
Yeah.
Set. I mean, hello.
Yeah, he's a grappler. He's quite literally a grappler.
He would be fantastic as a grappler, and you know, the little snippets that we get of Project L has always been just like really good. And you know, at this point, I'm just waiting to see like what else they have up their sleeves.
Another thing
It's
too,
gonna be really cool.
I wonder what kind of how the moveset's gonna kind of work, because I know historically fighting games have always been on like fighting pads or controllers. You know what I mean? So I am kind of curious to see how they're gonna kind of work that out, because they are mainly a PC gaming company. Like all their games are on PC. Oh, speaking of controllers, Arthur, why don't you go ahead and give us your loading complete?
What a segue.
What a transition, bro. That's
I was ready to answer your question too. And it was just a transition.
I was ready to answer your question, but you just did that. All right. Well, listen.
Fair enough. You got it.
All right. Well, listen. We're moving over to my loading complete. And over here, we have some news from Sony that the PS5 is going to be getting a very interesting ultra customizable controller. Now, the purpose of this controller is to let many users who have various disabilities allow them to play and customize the controller to fit whatever needs that they want. If you can see because Arthur has the article, it looks like it's in like this weird disc shape, but from what I've read, it's very customizable, and you can like even I think like take out some of the pieces to put it in like different areas, or you can use like the two simultaneously. You can use them in combination with the DualShock 4 or 5 controller if you're playing on PS4 and PS5. All of this is just meant for accessibility, which I think has been coming off the reins of like, I think more Sony exclusive games have been released with more accessibility features in mind. If I'm not mistaken, God of War Ragnarok was nominated to actually it was nominated for best accessibility options, and recently Sony has been doing that a lot more with their games, and now they're trying to move it over towards their hardware. Initial impressions, this controller looks insane. I have no idea how it functions, to be honest with you.
I'm not gonna
Like,
lie. You know what it looks like? It looks like an arcade stick attached to a frisbee.
yeah, dude, that stick really threw me off because it really did look like one of those like old arcade sticks that you'd find in like Pac-Man machines or like old Street Fighter 2 arcade cabinets. You know what I mean?
No, I got a better one. Y'all remember
Yeah.
that ball that you would try to get in Walmart, that it was collapsible, that you could make into a frisbee? This is exactly how
Oh
it
my
looks like.
God.
Yeah. I remember
Yes.
That's what this reminds me of.
Yeah, it looks so weird, and you know, this is I don't know if this is like the final design. This could be a prototype for all we know. Like it over here says like our team tested over a dozen designs with accessibility experts. I'm not sure if like, you know, this is gonna be like the final product, but I mean, I will say this: it is nice for those who have disabilities to not be limited by hardware.
Yeah.
I remember before we even did this podcast, you were showing me about this one fighting game player who's able to use his mouth as
Yep.
a way to control his character, and that's wild, right? He had to adapt to the controls that he had. Maybe with something like this, he'll be able to play more comfortably, hopefully.
It's possible. Yeah, it's very possible, because the way it worked is essentially, I don't know what was his disability, but essentially, if you guys ever want to search up the guy, his name is Broly Legs, and he plays essentially with the inside of his cheek. Like, this man does not use his hands. His hands essentially just hold the controller, but all movements, all inputs are from his tongue hitting the inside of his cheek on the controller. Like, that is strength.
You
Like,
hear the
that is
confusion
strength.
on Arthur right now.
Yeah,
He's like,
AJ's like, how the hell does he?
Disability, or like, well, like, did you just do that for?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
he has a like, if I were to search him up right now, I could show you maybe a picture, but
You can go ahead. It's just
That is wow. I'm not gonna lie. That's
arthrogryposis.
Okay.
okay.
That's
That's
thinking outside
his
the box.
condition.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
If I was in a position where I had a disability where I could even, bro, I think I would just give up on gaming in general, bro. I don't know how I could do that, but shouts out to him. That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's like something like this may actually be like game changing for him. He might become like, this dude is already like grandmaster, a legitimate like top 5K in the world in Street Fighter Online.
What?
Imagine if he had this controller.
He's really good. He's like what,
really
a professional
good, bro.
player at that point.
God.
Yeah, he is. He actually is. It's just that he does, because of the disability, he doesn't really travel. He loves the game for the sake of the game. He doesn't really care about the money that comes from it. That's why man always has my respect. I think I faced him, or I've actually seen him play, and dude's insane.
That's fantastic. Look, shout outs to all players who just refuse to let their disabilities define them. They can still hang with the best of the best. They find whatever means work for them, and just so much respect should be going out to those guys, just straight up.
Straight.
And hopefully with this controller that Sony has, maybe we can get more players who have disabilities into gaming for the first time, you know?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. The only thing that I brought up this before when we were trying to do like notes and stuff is like, what is up with these companies not willing to swallow their pride, you know?
Blizzard, hello.
Yeah, like
Money.
Dude.
Say from Blizzard, like, because I do remember that Xbox was coming out with the adaptive controller already, and I think this is 4 years ago. Your own article says that, so it's like, why not? If you really care about basically trying to develop and empower everyone to play your system, why not make the mutual benefit and the mutual cost of working with one another to just develop the same thing and have it just basically be something that could be used with PC, Xbox, like any console.
I agree, especially when it comes to accessibility, right?
Yeah.
Getting as many people as possible. Like, let's forget, the respective brands, right?
Yeah.
Being able to develop technology that can benefit everyone should be something that they're all on board with. But as we all know, companies, if there's technology or something they can develop that gives them an edge over their competition, they will always choose that option.
Yeah, very true.
Sadly.
Okay.
Very sad.
All right. Well, I feel like
let's get to the.
That up. Let's go over.
That transition works because now we're going to talk about shitty things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, okay. So.
Now to get stuck.
I'm excited for this one.
Yes,
I am excited.
How long did this? Okay, I'm giving my start unloading the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. How long has this game been out for? You know.
Roughly
probably like 3 months.
1.5? No, I think
1.5?
it was like at least in what November,
in
right?
Like the fall, right? October, November, right? That's usually when they come out.
Well, you can keep talking about this. I'll get the actual date that it came out.
Yeah. Okay.
November 18th of 2022.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, 1.5 months roughly then.
All right. Well, you would think for a company. All right, and for those of you that are new, I am the residential Pokemon hater. All right.
No. Let's change that. No.
Yeah.
You are the residential Microsoft hater.
Yes, you are.
Almost every episode, bro. For anyone who's listened to this show since the very beginning, you always sneak an Xbox roast.
Listen,
every time. Yeah, put your hands up, bro. Yeah.
I've been reformed, okay? I'm reformed, okay? Listen, at the time...
New year, you?
Let me state my case.
Yeah. Explain. The floor is all yours.
Hold on.
America, explain.
All right, look, right?
Yeah.
At the time, I was a console player. Right? I was on PlayStation. Listen, but I have no loyalty to no piece of plastic, right? But let me say this.
I'm weak.
That's hilarious.
Since I have joined the PC community,
Master Race
gaming community, bro.
Our local PC master race.
I'm cool with everything now, bro. I've seen the light. Game Pass is fire. Game Pass is pretty fire.
Game Pass.
You see, and I remember 2 years ago, I was the one fighting for Game Pass. I was on my death throes on that loading podcast, bro.
Lot. You got to admit, it did improve a lot ever since you started defending them.
No, it did. Come on, like honestly,
we started of course.
This podcast in like what 2019.
2020.
Yeah, I know. We've been doing this one. Honestly, we've been doing this podcast. If you really want to look at, we've been doing it for like almost 10 years, really.
Yeah, roughly.
But yeah, the actual proper reboot. Yeah, 2019. But anyway, I said all that to say, one thing that I'm still gonna shit on is Nintendo games, and
rightfully so, to be honest.
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, it came out in November 18th, and it dropped to some lackluster reviews. I guess Nintendo fans are gonna love it because it's Nintendo.
Oh, I have something to say about that.
It launched with a bunch of bugs and glitches, and like when I tell you, it can't even keep a stable 30 FPS. Well, then again, that's a lot of games on Switch. But like, yeah, they're like very
Nintendo
it's like
general.
very subpar, according to a lot of the people in the Nintendo community. And I just have a little video to show y'all.
All right, boys, it's time for a reaction.
This comes from Fizz. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play this.
Yeah, let's play this, shall we?
As you can see, I was just chilling, having and then here we go.
Oh my! What
Jesus Christ! Why?
Yeah.
What happened to his teeth?
Wait,
Jesus!
That was the main thing?
Oh no!
It keeps going. I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna play Dude's whole video, but shout out to Viz. Go on his channel.
Dude, man fell in the abyss. Man fell into the abyss of that last clip that you paused at.
But yeah, this is hold on, let me see. This is the first day it came out, right? And even post patch, there's still a bunch of like bugs and glitches, like even the OG glitches, like the duplication glitch, things like that. They're all in this game, and even with all these post multiple patches, it's still sub 20 FPS. After all,
that's
weak,
tough, bro. That's fucking tough.
Yeah.
That's come on.
Oh my god. And
is this docked though, or is it just handheld version?
I think in handheld it performs slightly better, but I think all the bugs and glitches are still present. I just want to say this, right? So, like, if you ever go on Twitter, which is the best place to get your news, by the way, some of us probably know. Dude, I remember when this game first came out, and I saw every single Pokemon fanboy defend the shit out of this fucking game. Oh, if you look past the bugs and glitches, it's actually the best Pokemon game we've had since like such and such, like Sun and Moon. And I'm like, bro, stop.
Call me.
You are, dead ass. Stop reaching, bro. This is unacceptable to release, especially a first-party Nintendo game, which has notoriously, for the most part, most Nintendo first-party games have been polished to roughly, especially compared to many other, first-party games, right? Mm-hmm. Pokemon release in that state is unacceptable. As you saw, if it's not, game-breaking glitches, like falling out of the fucking map, it's, Pokemon just, not doing anything, you transform into some disgusting creature from the abyss at that point, at the beginning of that clip. One of
the great old ones.
Yeah, it's I don't get how they can say, if you look past the bugs, it's actually a great game. No. No. It probably is a great game, but it's how can you play it if it's like this?
I always hate that argument that if you look past the bad things, you'll see the good thing. No, really.
I actually get what they're saying. Hear me out, right? Hear me out.
Okay, let me hear you.
I understand what they're saying. If you look past the bugs and glitches, that is still a great game. You know why? Because it's the exact same game.
I know.
it's literally they're literally the exact same game. That's why they're usually always solid when they come out, because it's literally an exact same game. New Pokemon, new whatever. Same
Sometimes it's not even new Pokemon; it's just recycled.
Actually, Arthur, no. In one of the Pokemon, they actually took out Pokemon.
Yes, they took out Pokemon.
Finally.
Yep. See, that's why I'm hoping, and I haven't heard from I don't know if you guys ever heard. It's called Temtem.
Nope.
I think AJ's heard of it. AJ's heard of it, and it's basically, if you take the concept of Pokemon, but you put it into an MMORPG essentially, and they have their own Pokemon designs. It's always double battles. There's quests. There's a unique story, and I hope that game is successful. I really hope so, because what Nintendo desperately needs for their first party systems, and also I think the Switch, is competition.
Yeah,
that's why I'm glad that the Steam Deck is out, because now it gives Nintendo kicking the balls, be listen,
kicking the tuchus.
It tells them yo, bro, other companies are gonna do what you do but better, because Steam Deck is everything that I wish the Switch was, on launch in terms of hardware, mind you.
Yeah, no, it's a massive beast. For a handheld, it's an absolute beast. And it's not that large, which is the craziest part.
Mm-hmm. It has a better battery life, too, from what I've heard.
Of course.
To the Switch, which is hilarious.
American made, baby. Oh, let me stop. That audio clip came in mad late. Caught me off guard.
Something, but I'm yo, AJ, bro. Actually, no, it doesn't work here.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
it doesn't work here.
Yeah, that's what I had for my stuck on loading. Jose, what do you got for your stuck on loading?
Yours is kind of funny, but mine is kind of depressing. So, y'all know that I've been trying to get into D&D and the Wizards of the Coast type stuff, and essentially, looks like they're going under some sort of like restructuring of their company, or just downsizing in general. So, as we know, Wizards of the Coast, they created Dungeons and Dragons off of their previous card game, Magic the Gathering. Essentially, they have Baldur's Gate 3 in development right now, which is, I believe, one of our games to watch. However, apparently there was like around 5 games that were unannounced in house that they were looking to basically develop or publish in some sort of aspect, and they're all canceled.
They're all canceled.
All canceled. Not only that,
oh my,
they have laid off around 15 or fewer people. No direct number, but a lot of people are trying to say it's just fewer than 15. Odds are it's around 15. So they have 15 people laid off. Now, I guess the silver lining to this is that because of a restructuring, they will have first dibs to apply to other jobs within the Wizards of the Coast company. However, if we're really talking about what's going on with Magic the Gathering and D&D, like they're still trying to force out books, but if they're going to downsize and then try to reallocate their funds, we can only assume like something's happening that we don't really know right now. Because if they were already like willing to pay out licenses to get several studios to make games, and then all of a sudden back out of 5 of them, it's kind of scary. Because if I remember correctly, they did release a game not too recently, but maybe a couple years ago, called Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. I guess it was actually like last year. Apparently it didn't do well at all. It didn't sell well, and critics really laid into it.
If from what I know, if that's the same game, it's the one that Angry Joe reviewed, and he bashed on it.
What kind of game is it? Like, is it?
I'm assuming it was,
because they did Magic the Gathering, from what I can see here.
No, it was like a RPG sort of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a general RPG.
Yeah, from what I heard, it was just like generic as all hell.
It gets worse. Look at this. Metascore out of 37 critic reviews, of 53. User scores a 3.3 out of 10.
That's not good. It's not good.
Like, the graphics I'm seeing are decent, but it looks like it's your regular RPG and hack and slash. Like, I feel like it would have been better if it was a turn-based strategy game, because that's how D&D is run. You know?
Yeah.
Everything happens 6-second increments. You're trying to do your own story. Like, but something like this, it looked like it was such cookie cutter, low effort, low risk, no reward type game. So on the bright side, apparently it's not affecting the development of Baldur's Gate 3. Hopefully it really stops that from happening. But problem is, they're saying basically like, so this might be the start of a bigger thing, because if I remember correctly, their parent company is Hasbro. We know Hasbro to have like Battleship, Connect 4, the kit games that we used to grow up on.
Of course.
And they've digitalized some of their games, but it looks like their shares fell 40% last year. So basically they lost half their company almost in terms of value.
Shit.
And they recently had been bought out by Hasbro. So having their parent company lose a lot of funds, it means that a lot of people may be laid off, not just from Wizards of the Coast, but a lot of companies that Hasbro owns. So rest in peace in that regard, man.
I hope the workers are able to find something else, whether it's their parent company or even somewhere else, just in general, laying off a mass amount of employees is always a horrible thing to experience.
Yeah.
And honestly, I just hope they do well in whatever they choose to do with their careers. Baldur's Gate, I'm hoping, like, it doesn't seem like nothing's gonna be affecting it with Larian Studios, but though how Baldur's Gate is, and also like Divinity, Original Sin 2,
Yeah.
those are like what I always saw if you were to transition Dungeons and Dragons into a video game, like
Yeah.
those isometric, pure turn-based combat, huge class character creation, a vibrant world, and most importantly, playing with your friends and just dictating how the game goes.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
a storyline that it's your storyline that you create. And it's a shame that the last Dungeons and Dragons game was released with a different like gameplay structure in mind, and it did poorly. And once again, I never played the game. I only can go off of what I saw from Angry Joe, but it really, it felt like they really didn't capture what made Dungeons and Dragons so special. Like, if it didn't have the title, you could just pass that off as like a generic like dungeon crawling RPG, just straight up.
So yeah, hopefully they find a way to turn it around, but it's looking pretty grim.
Yeah. Hopefully when Baldur's Gate 3 is completely released, not in early access anymore, I know a lot of people, myself included, is really excited for that, and hopefully it draws in enough attention and sales so that
They
more
save
projects
themselves,
like this,
basically.
yeah, they can save themselves.
Alrighty.
Oh my.
Let me hear stuff unloading.
This one's a sad one, boys. So if you've ever played video games of any sort, if you've ever been on the internet, right, and you're a gamer, you've most likely heard of an event called Games Done Quick. For those of you who do not know, it's an event that happens, I think, 4 times a year. From what I remember, summer Games Done Quick, winter AGDQ. Basically, it's where a bunch of speedrunners speedrun games on stream, and they speedrun all of this for charity. So many people donate money to these streams to watch these players, and all of that goes to charity. Now, the person who initially created this, his name is Mike Uyama. He is unfortunately stepping down as the head of this event due to health complications. Now, this is a very big deal considering he started this all the way back in 2009 in his mother's basement of all places. It's like, the stereotypical gamer's den, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was able to take such a simple and novel concept and turn it into one of the most anticipated gaming events that anyone can look forward to. Yeah. I've personally watched a lot of speedruns through this event, and let me tell you, it's always a grand old time when you see a whole bunch of people in the same room together, just watching this one dude speedrun a game, which takes so much like talent and knowledge of the game in order to do that. But the best part is always when you get like that one huge donation of this one dude who like donates $10,000 to like St. Jude's. It moments like that are so special, and I'm hoping that with him stepping down, he is able to get the rest and to help to improve his health.
Yeah,
because he's been doing this for 13 years. It's definitely time that he gets like a small break.
Yeah, running this 13 years, and you managed to basically do like, what is it, 41 million in charity?
41 million in charity. Like that's
incredible.
Insane. It really is.
It's a hell of a record to hold, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not gonna lie.
Damn.
I actually haven't heard of this event until I looked at the notes, because I'm not really
I'm
not really too familiar with like speed running. Like, I'm aware that it exists, but I don't really look into like that way too much. I didn't even know they had like speedrunning events. I wasn't even aware.
Yeah, it's
that.
the biggest speedrunning event, and
That's crazy to see that it actually
crazy.
That the dude who started it all is stepping down. Unfortunately, I'm sure. However, though, maybe I don't know how old this guy is. Maybe if he has a kid or something, maybe they'll one day pick up the mantle and keep it going, or
It's
he'll find
possible.
like some type of successor or something. I'm not sure, but whatever
He
it is,
he
it seems like it's really good for the gaming community as a whole, and also it's for charity. You know what I mean? So this is something that
Oh,
has
yeah.
to keep going. You know?
Definitely, like
yeah, he already has a successor that he named. His name is Matt Merkel. I believe they worked on this company just I think he was almost there since almost the beginning. So I guess it's
Mhm.
the best hands possible to be in, basically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is the best situation. If you just have someone who's been there from like pretty much day one, or just like always been there, like in the mix, someone to
Mhm.
pass it on to. I feel like that's the best scenario.
Definitely. And at least AGDQ is still gonna go on and just continue raising money for charity. Like that 41 million by next year, who knows, might be 50 million.
Yeah.
And it's going to a good cause, And you got to tune into one of them. It's really cool. Really,
Yeah.
really
It,
nice.
it gets hyped. It really does. I
Yeah.
think the bar we go to, however, I'm not gonna state the name because we don't want to get DDoSed. So they have they have actually run some of the maybe VODs on some of the TVs there.
Mhm.
So I learned of GDQ or just AGDQ. Man, that's hard to say.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a
Um,
tongue twister.
it really is. But they've done it on stream before. I think the last time we went there, Arthur, they were doing what was it, a Pokemon speed run?
I think yes. It was
Yeah, and
a Pokemon speedrun competition.
yeah, and then they would do trivia and have time shaved off, which was pretty dope too.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, I just looked at the notes again for a second. I'm like, geez, we got a whole bunch of like sad stuff going on. I know this is slugger
I
loading.
told you.
Yeah,
we were
it's only
doing
getting
the
worse.
sad stuff,
Jeez.
bro. I told you.
And it's
It's only getting worse, I'm telling you.
It's gonna keep getting worse. It's gonna keep getting worse.
It's moving to concerning now.
Yeah. All right. Final thoughts on
So last thing for whoever listens to this, guys, AGDQ is coming out tomorrow morning, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you ever want to watch it, go for it.
Oh, it's happening.
Support
again,
them
like,
because
right now.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's not gonna stop. I'm just
never-
saying, like,
I didn't know.
I know.
I don't know when it happens. I don't know.
yeah.
Well,
He
now
said
you
this
know.
is gonna be his last event, so we don't know what's gonna happen
Oh.
afterwards. So hopefully you guys tune in. Hopefully it's
Even if you
enough
just tune
time,
in
you know.
just to watch, you're still watching for charity.
Exactly.
Alright. Well,
Alrighty, now we're going.
we have. All right.
Controversy.
Listen. All right.
Oh,
Jose, why don't you go ahead and introduce this topic?
fuck.
All right, so we don't want to get too into it because again, there's still too many details out in the open that we don't know about.
Yeah, we
But
gotta watch our language.
It is an
We can't
ongoing-
just-
Yes.
I mean,
It is
yeah.
an ongoing story. So
there is one word we can't use, so remember that, boys. We don't want AJ to get banned.
Yeah, no.
So there has been an alleged situation in Cenat's New Year's Eve party into New Year's. So essentially, this woman named Jovi Pena or Pena. I really don't know because some people don't put the N yet. If you're Spanish,
let's
you
just
know.
call her Jovi for this.
Okay, so yeah, Jovi has essentially gone to the hospital after the event for an alleged thing that is, let's see, a harassment gone wrong, and essentially what's going on now is a whole blowback of essentially Cenat being possibly involved in or implicated in the situation.
Yes.
So-
yeah,
Yeah, go for it. Go
So
for it.
basically he is being involved due to him not being involved, essentially.
Exactly. So he was the creator of the party. Okay.
Yes.
As you know, he's from the Bronx, and he came back to have a party in the city he loves, and essentially he didn't know, as per his testimony on his own stream where he tries to clear his name. He says he didn't know what happened. He was texted afterwards to see what was going on, and he woke up to those texts. And allegedly, when this happened, he may or may have not been in the building. We don't know.
Yeah.
He was very selective with his words, rightfully so, because something like this can be incriminating just in the court of public opinion rather than actual court. And we all know how fast people can assume things.
Yes.
So my problem with this is that essentially when he first started texting Jovi, it seemed like he was trying to protect whoever may have been allegedly done the deed.
Right, because according to him, like that's like he knew that dude from like high school.
Yeah, and apparently from what he said in his response video, when he brought up the situation to that person, he was, flabbergasted. He was shocked.
Yeah.
But, this, once again, we need to preface this by saying this is an ongoing story. As Cenat put it, the police are investigating this. All we have is the information that she has put out there. And that's really all that there is.
Yeah, and there's a lot of information surrounding this topic. There's a lot of misinformation as well. Like there's like text, there's like screenshots, whole bunch of stuff going on. One thing that I will say that that does not help Kai's case in this situation was the text that came out. They don't really paint him in the best light.
Yeah,
I understand. Listen, I understand. He was in the UK when this happened as well. When the news came out. But yeah, I understand he's a busy man. He's in the UK. He was doing a video with a Sidemen or whatever. And yeah, I understand. Like if you're not able to respond right away, especially when there is a 5-hour time difference.
Yeah.
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 So
yes, sir.
I get that, and I get you're a busy man and all that. But like just the fact that like she actually showed him multiple pictures of the dude, and he didn't outright say that he knew the dude, because he does know the dude. It doesn't really paint him in the best light. I believe he just kept saying like, "Yo, I'm trying to get both sides of the story right now," but he didn't actually directly confirm to her immediately when he saw the dude. Like, yo, he didn't say like, "Yo, oh, I know that dude. That's blah blah blah." Only after the fact.
Yeah.
When stuff started getting a little out of hand, and she tried to say like, yo, Kai probably set her up, even though she later retracted that statement.
Thankfully.
Even after all that, like it still doesn't really paint Kai in the best light, because he didn't outright out the dude.
Yeah.
Right.
And on top of that, I feel like how should I say this? I feel like he was right in doing what what Jovi should have done, and immediately contact the police. Like,
yes,
I don't know if Jovi actually contacted the police. I know in the text she starts talking about getting a kit done on her, and I assume with that sort of kit, you would have a police report to follow that.
Those aren't necessary, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know about that. I've watched Law and Order.
Okay.
But,
all right.
Nah, I used to watch it as a little kid. But ironically,
just for the audience watching right now,
that
isn't necessary. The fact that she's going the extra step to prove that there was some sort of DNA, you know what I mean, of the alleged dude, just doesn't. It also kind of like, you know what I mean. It really is helping strengthen her case.
Yeah.
For what's going on here.
Now we're not here to choose a case or the outcome of said case. That is for the law and the cops to say. So we at the Loading Podcast, we just wanted to know that we wanted to say that we do not condone this type of behavior. That's one. And if you know of anything, don't be afraid of telling the police. That should be your first thing to do. Going online doesn't make anything better. There's way too much misinformation that could spread far too easily. And props to Kai for going to his legal team first to see what he needs to do.
Yes.
Because there's so many men who get money, who forget where they come from, and forget that because you're in a seat so high that the fall is that much larger. So props to him, trying to go on damage control, try to clear his name, basically trying to say, look, I apologize for how it looked like, but I was doing something else. I was conferring with my legal team to see what was the appropriate moves.
Right, which is the right thing to do.
Exactly, definitely. Especially when technically we don't even know who witnessed what. But because Jovi put him in such a situation, he had to step slow and carefully, and that he did. I feel like.
Yeah.
Go for it. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, he is getting dragged online, for some of his wording.
Yeah.
And I get it. I do get it. It's because, well, you have to take into consideration he is 21 now.
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
Yes.
He's new to the adult game.
Yeah, and you can also see that he hasn't really been properly media trained.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it also is, it also reflects back on his actual stream personality, because it really shows you yo, this dude's not really coming with no type of pre, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, some of it he did have some points written down, but it's not some type of response that was written down by a lawyer or something. You could tell he was actually speaking from his heart, and genuinely from what I understand.
Yeah, there was no cue cards, is what you're trying to say. There wasn't something behind the camera to read.
Yeah, whatever he was reading off his phone, I feel like he actually wrote that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like he went with his legal team and they had a whole meeting, hence why he says, oh, yo, we're in a meeting right now.
Right.
And trying to get both sides. I feel like he was actually meeting with his legal team to figure out, how do I handle this? How do I word my response? And how do I get the hell up out of here?
To be honest, he was in that situation, you must be panicking, both on how he handled it during that party, and also damage control, because as we've seen in this day and age, it is so easy for people to take the words that you say and paint you, throw them back at you to make you look evil, to to destroy you completely. And in Kai's case, it's doubly more so considering his popularity. So I definitely believe there's a lot of things that he could have done to lessen, I guess, the impact that this has. But then at the same time, the choices that he made, you can't fault him for at least trying to, fix this the best that he can with the power he has.
Yes.
Once again, ongoing situation. Always, for those who are going to be keeping up with this, trust or double check where you get your information from, because it's so easy to spread false information, especially on the internet, social media. It is notorious for deceiving and putting out false information that puts people into a false light.
Yep.
I pray that whatever happened gets resolved in a swift fashion. And I hope that Jovi is able to recover from this. If I just hope she's able to
move past this.
Hopefully justice will be served swiftly.
Yes,
and
definitely.
as for Kai, he definitely, I would like to say he did the right thing. I think he could have benefited a little bit though from like going like running this through by like his like an actual like properly media trained team, and like having him like kind of nail down some of the vocabulary, because I feel like a lot of people are still like racking on him because like some of the vocabulary and the way he like said things could be received in a certain light, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, and you could tell because me and Aaron Ryder / AJ, we actually read the text. We slowed it down and tried to read it, and to us it sounds fine only because we grew up in New York City. We know what he's talking about. We know that he's not trying to make fun of her. He's not trying to devalue her opinion. But out of context of New York City, out of being a New Yorker, it can look very insensitive and very unempathized, like he's not trying to empathize with her.
Yes.
From outward eyes, you know?
Right.
And last thing I will say, remember, it is allegedly. Now, I will repeat what Kaya said. Do not go to her social media and harass. Do not go to Kai and harass him. It is not his fault that this happened.
At this point,
do not go to the alleged person who did this and harass them. It is not your power to harass other people for their choices. What will happen will happen. The cops got what they got. Whatever information that's actually privy to the situation that has been shared with the cops will either make or break whatever case there may or may not be.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because remember, at the end of the day, it's an allegation.
Hopefully, if there is, remember, people, the information that you get online, make sure you double check and make sure it's coming from a source that will not deceive you.
Yeah. All right.
There's so many people already saying like she's doing it for clout and money. And it's like, come on, man.
Yeah,
we never downplay anything like this.
All right. So, let's lift out of this pit of
despair.
Yes.
Yes. Bad news.
We've crawled out. We've crawled out of this.
Yeah.
Let's get out.
Geez, I feel like that took a while just to get through that.
Yeah, no.
I was just like, God.
This is insane.
Dude, just explaining the situation itself is already stepping on eggshells because you don't want to be perceived as one way or another. So all three of us got to be safe with it too, no matter what.
Exactly. But listen, we have said our piece. I think it's time that we move on to something a little bit more positive.
Yeah.
So,
future.
Let's bring it back to gaming.
Yeah. So, it's time for free games, boys. Games that you can claim here. I'll go first with PlayStation.
Yeah.
So for those who have PlayStation Plus, this month you can claim Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Axiom Verge 2, and Fallout 76. That is a pretty stacked lineup, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Fallen Order in general just sells that. For those who still have not played that yet, fantastic game. We're going to be talking about its sequel later on, but we'll say that for that section.
I'll take care.
Okay, I was wondering. No, I was thinking maybe AJ should take care of this because it's Xbox.
You sure? Because the Microsoft hater might be saying some stuff.
Let him do it. Let him do that. You take Epic.
All right, go.
You're like
I'll
PC
take
Master Race kind of guy.
All right.
All right, fair.
All right. So for the month of January for Xbox, you get Iris Fall and Autonauts. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. People on Twitter have been racking on Xbox. Listen. I said before that I have seen the light in Game Pass, right? But also, I have to make this clear. I'm also a hypocrite, so I gotta shit on them for this one.
I told you, Arthur, we shouldn't have let him.
No, this is exactly why I let him.
No, not just me. Literally, I think they were trending on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. Literally, people were like on Twitter, just like ragging on this game, like mad hard, like, "Yo, what is this? Like, what is this, bro? They're giving us freaking bargain bin games for Xbox Gold, bro." Like, they were just
what's the craziest part about it?
Yeah.
Both Iris Fall and Autonauts are rated 9 out of 10 on Steam. Almost, and on Denki and other rating sites, it is above 4 stars.
Yes.
every single time.
Oh, hold on. Let me finish real quick. And also, for January 6th to the 8th, meaning if you're watching this right now, you can play Saints Row, the reboot, for free this weekend.
That should not be your weekend. That should just be free in general, considering that game. To be honest with you, bro.
It's kind of. I feel like the reason people are upset is because these aren't AAA titles, and if they're expecting to pay out $60 or even more than $60 now because they have Game Pass and Gold in one thing. I think maybe they're expecting a little more. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because even with Sony has the same thing now too, where like they have the different tiers to their subscriptions or whatever.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think it's the quality of the games. It's just in comparison to their competition. And PlayStation, don't get it twisted. PlayStation also many times has released less than stellar games, right, for their PlayStation Plus catalog. And here's the difference, right? In Epic, they release free games, but that service is free. Xbox and PlayStation, that is a paid subscription. So even if you claim those games, if you don't have the subscription, you don't get to play them. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, with Epic, it's just free to keep forever. That's why, you can make the case that when Epic releases free games, it may not be AAA quality, but it's still something you get to keep forever.
And one thing I will say, just because it's not a AAA game doesn't mean it's not, quality.
Yeah, Hades.
Like there can be really good quality games that are not from major developers.
Yeah, Hades is technically not a AAA.
Supergiant Games, baby, let's go. I love y'all.
Then again, these are for consoles. You gotta say console players. They have people who played console their whole life. I think they have a different way of thinking when it comes to
bad way of thinking.
Not backwards necessarily, but just because they're paying, so I guess they might not see it as they're getting their money's worth. Because let's be honest, what else are you paying for the subscription for? It's not like you know what I mean. Obviously,
you're paying your internet bill and this.
Obviously, online, but let's be honest, it doesn't really cost anything to run online. So this is no. Steam does it for free. Epic does it for free. Literally every single launcher on PC does it for free, and they make it happen. So I don't understand.
PC's the best. That's all I gotta say, bro.
Speaking of PC, Jose, you want to?
All right, so Epic Games Store. This is what we got in store for you guys. So, in order to celebrate a new release for the Kerbal Space Program, Kerbal Space Program 2, until January 12th, we have Kerbal Space Program for free. Shadow Tactics, a great ARPG, basically turn-based program, turn-based strategy game, isometric. Shadow Tactics, Aiko's Choice, fantastic game, also free. This is until the 12th. Now, we already have next week's confirmed free game. If you like Among Us, if you like something along the lines of that, but in a more 3D aspect, you got First Class Trouble. Fantastic game. If you watch people like Kara Corvus, people like Chilled Chaos, always streaming this game. And it's so hilarious to watch. I'm not even going to lie. It's fantastic.
Well, for those who are on PC, and if you don't have the Epic's game launcher, what are you doing? You're missing out on
Go to Humble.
Games.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Humble Bundle. Yeah. You got basically Level Up, Learn. You got 12 games, $12 for 8 games. They teach you skills and languages. So AJ was telling me, you can learn Japanese from this. You can learn other languages. You can learn so much. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you can kana. Oh, that's hilarious.
Literally. It's literally a bunch of games that are just teaching you, learn Japanese to survive. It's hilarious.
Right. Yeah. And by the way, all this money does go to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. So if you want to learn and you want to donate to charity, you want to get some games, go ahead and slide that $12 over to humblebundle.com.
Yeah, and it's all typing. It's literally skill-based games, but skills that you need for real life.
Yes. So if you want to learn something new.
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, if you want to learn something new while also having fun, you might want to give this Humble Bundle a chance. Plus, your money's going to charity, so it's a double win.
Yeah.
I'm straight.
I was gonna say there actually is a game here called The Texorcist.
I've
Yep.
heard of that game, and I've seen. I think a person in our server has shown me of them playing it, and it looks fun. I'm not even gonna lie, it genuinely looks fun. It's like, you remember, I don't know if you guys, I know Jose definitely has, but like if you were in like elementary school, right?
Oh god.
And you remember if you ever went to the computer lab and you used to play some of those like old like typing games.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
so
that's
shit at that,
what
bro.
it reminds me of, except they're good.
Yeah, but it's
Except
mixed with
this
like
was
a
good.
pixel adventure kind of RPG-esque kind of game.
Yeah. I mean, it's the Texorcist. The Texorcist.
Yeah.
A horror typing
game.
game, bro.
Yeah.
A horror
Yep.
typing
Yeah, you gotta
game.
type
Horror
exercise them demons. You know?
Typing game. Yeah, exactly. You gotta just text them out of this world, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're on any of those platforms, PlayStation, Xbox, and or PC, and if you have PlayStation Plus or the services that are attached to that, definitely claim these games. PlayStation has a solid lineup. Xbox, you know, I bet you those games are great in their own right, and Epic, you can't go wrong. Free games for not doing anything.
Sorry, another side note. I just noticed there's a meditation game on here. And
Yeah.
as you meditate,
Oh yes, there is.
you have an island that grows.
That's wild.
Yeah,
That actually sounds
No pun intended. No pun intended. My bad.
I didn't even know that was a pun until you told it.
All right, but then again, guys, this is ending in 13 days, essentially. 9 p.m. 13 days from now.
Yes.
It's what, 2 Fridays from now? Let me give you an actual date to this, all right? The 20th. The 20th
Yes,
of January. All right,
20th
guys?
of January.
Now,
Wow.
we're moving
right.
on
Uh-huh.
to the winners.
If you thought that our last sections were not long, holy crap.
I mean, this one should technically be shorter because we could just zoom past it.
Yeah,
All right,
technically.
I'm gonna let y'all handle these for a second. I'm gonna have to make a bathroom.
That is perfectly fine.
What
So,
Dick. Let me say.
Go for it. I'm leaving it to y'all. Go ahead. Go for it.
we are a little bit late to the
Yes.
party on this. The Game Awards happen on, I think, December 7th, from what I remember. We have a whole bunch of news for the winners and also the vast amount of upcoming games that were announced here.
Yeah,
So,
no, we have a
let's
line
see.
and a half, man.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm thinking,
Let's see,
right?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's see. So we'll go in order for now. Like, I guess I'll start off with we'll do the Game Awards winners, right? We'll
Yeah.
start off with that, and we'll go like in order. And,
Yeah,
like,
alternative?
order. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll go first with who won Game of the Year. We'll just talk about our thoughts, if the winner is well deserved, if we thought another game on this list should have won. We'll try to keep it because there's a lot of fucking winners.
Yeah, look, we got around 30 different awards to get through.
Yeah.
And AJ's not here, so we could just do without the hot takes. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. All right. So, first off, the biggest one, Game of the Year. Elden Ring won Game of the Year with also a very fucking funny acceptance speech. For those who know, you know. If you don't, just look it up on YouTube. You will not be disappointed, especially Bill Clinton. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Best game directions. Take it away.
So we had a fight for it. Best game direction, again, Elden Ring, the winner. Shout out from Software. They nailed it with this game. Don't get me wrong. God of War Ragnarok was fantastic. Maybe if it came out a little earlier in the year, they may have won even more than they already did. But I'll say this. Just from Software with their games, they put so much effort and they do it almost effortlessly. Like, it's kind of scary.
I think in Elden Ring in particular, they outdid themselves, even compared to Dark Souls. Bloodborne is its own right, or its own little category, but the monster design, the world design of Elden Ring is absolutely beautiful.
It's an actual open world.
Yes.
Like, it's a massive map. I think it's actually still bigger than God of War.
Oh yeah, no, straight up. God of War, like, just to quickly, like, you know, like, wrap this up, right?
Yeah.
their world is more self-contained, while Elden Ring's world is vast. You can get lost in it so easily, and it rewards you for getting lost in it, for all the stuff that you can find.
Last note for the game direction. Why is Stray in this? Stray was popular only because it was a cute game. It should not have been a part of the game of the year or best game direction.
No.
It was just cute.
Not popular because it was a cute game. It was popular because it was a cute cat game.
Yes.
Literally, that's why.
Still doesn't give it more bonus points in my eyes. I don't like cats.
Yeah, tell that the cat.
Best narrative, AJ, take it away.
Best narrative. Let's keep going. Let's just keep going. We have a shit ton to knock out.
Best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. We have God of War Ragnarok.
Fair enough. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
definitely.
That whole movie, literally, that whole game is literally a movie. So
no, the narrative in Ragnarok, fantastic. I mean, Elden Ring's narrative is also fantastic, but for different reasons. That's what I like to say. Anyway,
multiple endings, baby.
Yeah. All right. So for best art direction, Elden Ring wins again, and as me and Jose have already put it, well deserved. Fantastic art direction, world design, monster design, character design, all of it nails out of the park.
Trees. All I gotta say is trees.
Yes, trees. All right.
Best score and music. I feel personally kind of mad about this, but I'm not gonna say anything about it. Bear McCreary, God of War Ragnarok. I really feel Tsukasa should have won this.
It was a very close fight. Both soundtracks are phenomenal. I think Bears wins just because it fits so well with the Norse theme that they had going on.
But
that's
the
what I
boss music, though.
Oh, I know.
From Software, literally From Software got so famous off of their compositional pieces for their boss fights. How you not give them this reward? But moving on. Anyway, AJ, go ahead.
AJ, you go next.
Before I rant.
So we have best audio design. The winner goes to God of War Ragnarok again.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest,
this time
audio design, yeah. The God of War's audio is just phenomenal.
But what about Gran Turismo? Huh? What about the
and moving on to best performance?
Hold on. Technically, Gran Turismo did have fantastic audio for especially their cars. It's insane.
I imagine so.
How well they actually captured the engine sounds and the braking and all that. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I just did that because you know me in racing games, bro.
True.
If it isn't Need for Speed, I've never played it.
He's trash.
Yeah.
You are trash.
Moving on to best performance, and I am going to drag this out as long as possible, but it is well deserved. Christopher Judge for his performance of Kratos in God of War Ragnarok. His performance genuinely, if that could win an Oscar in and of itself. The way he played that character, he transformed Kratos into something so much more deeper than anyone I think could have ever anticipated.
He made a Greek man an angry black man, and that's feels good.
and this section just had a crap ton of competition in general. I mean, another person from God of War was also nominated in this.
Sonny Select. I don't know that last name.
I think he's 17,
boy, right?
Boy.
He's the boy.
No. Well, yeah, he is the boy.
Wait, Sonny is Atreus?
Yeah, he's Atreus.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's crazy that he was nominated like that. I think twice. Well, actually, no, I'm not sure. In 2018, he was nominated as Atreus in 2018, but that's for another time. Anyway.
All right. So this category I was actually not familiar with. Games for impact. So it's for thought-provoking gameplay or with just a pro-social meeting or message. So As Dusk Falls. Not really familiar with any of these games. That consider it me being ignorant, but
yeah, I am familiar. Oh, sorry.
Go for it. I was trailing off.
So the only game on this list that I am familiar with is a Memoir Blue, and that was because of my free Xbox Game Pass trial. Funny enough, It was a rather moving story. Just a quick synopsis. It was just this girl who was a professional swimmer who grew distant with her mother because she just worked all too often, and she had to, like, you know, train all her hours to be the best swimmer, and her mother just couldn't, like, be there for her. The art style is really good. It's a very strong message. And I mean, overall, like, if Memoir Blue won, I wouldn't have been surprised. But as for the other ones, As Dusk Falls, Citizen Sleeper, never played them, so I can't say.
All right, let's move on from there. AJ, go for it.
All right. Oh God, I see what y'all doing.
Yeah, alternating.
Best ongoing game. No. Best ongoing game goes to Final Fantasy 14 Online.
They can kiss my ass. They can kiss my ass. They can kiss my ass.
I'm the only one in this call that would support this choice.
Nah. Nope. Negatory. Nope. False.
It really is
Cap.
supported so well. It
Cap.
really is. Yoshi P and his team do a phenomenal job of keeping that game as popular as it is.
Yahoo.
I will
nah.
say Apex also is really well. Fortnite I could give a shit. I couldn't give two shits about.
Screwing Fortnite.
Genshin, the community is and Destiny 2 is Destiny 2.
All right.
What do you mean by that?
All right. You ready for my hot take? My hot take?
Yeah, go for it.
I would give it to Fortnite.
Hell no. Hell no.
Sorry, bro.
I would have. No. Take your camera out of here.
Love it or hate it. You can't say that game was not popular.
No. I'll say this.
That's not what it's being awarded for, though.
Hold on, let me break it down. Let me break it down, though, bro. There were moments in the game.
Go ahead.
But when did Naruto and then Goku and all these people come out in the Fortnite? Was that last year, right?
It was in 2022. That's what I was going to say.
Bro, I was tempted to play that shit just so I could see Naruto ninja running in the freaking battle bus. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all right.
It's cringe.
I know
I will
this
just
isn't
say
a popularity contest.
Yes.
But I would have taken any game over Final Fantasy 14. Just keeping it a buck.
Apex should have won. It really.
I will just say this about
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Respawn deserves a lot more credit than they've gotten over the years.
They deserve credit.
For sure.
They do. They do deserve credit.
Not for this game. Not for this particular category, though. I'm not sure.
It's at its highest player base since launch. It's insane.
I will say this, in that the other games, especially Fortnite and Final Fantasy, they bring content at a faster pace, and it's more than just, say, like balance patches and a new map. If we're talking about like competitive integrity and multiplayer wise, I think Apex definitely blows everything out of the water. But in terms of new content that players can try out, Final Fantasy and even Fortnite do a better job. That's what I will say.
Anyway, Arthur, go on.
Alrighty, next up we have Best Indie Game, and Stray wins this category.
Yeah. Cute
I
cat
personally think Sifu should have won this one. Just because I don't know. I'm not the best when it comes with like narrative driven games. And that's what Stray is.
Sifu got robbed. Sifu got robbed.
Yeah, Sifu.
Also, Cult of the Lamb also got robbed. I've heard a lot of good things.
Yeah, Cult of the Lamb got robbed.
That's
heard of that
the
game.
Digital game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was actually really. It was a game tailored to big Twitch streamers. Hence why it was kind of like inhibiting what could have been greater than just what it achieved.
Oh, so Jose, did we not just skip AJ because he was supposed to do that?
No, I go mobile. I get mobile.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he did best ongoing.
Oh yeah,
game.
you're right. That's why I hate it.
Damn it, Arthur! Come on. Now. I knew it was gonna be scuffed. I didn't know it was this scuffed.
Hey. That's the benefit of having one take.
Hey, what can you say? Cat owners unite. Anyway.
Yeah, best debut.
They dominate
in the game. Stray also won this. I have no argument. It's literally it blew up on Twitter. It blew up on all social media within the first 3 days of being released. I can't say anything else.
Pretty much.
Let's move on.
All right.
Alrighty.
Why?
Best mobile game.
Why? Why?
And it is Marvel Snap. I'm gonna take a buck. I don't get it. From what I understand, it's literally just a card game.
Yep.
Yes.
Disney paid for this.
The fact that Diablo Immortal's on here is.
But
Just...
I have heard
they didn't have many games at all.
I have heard YouTubers say some good things about this game, though, specifically the Black Hole card game. I'm pretty sure I heard them say good things about this, if I'm not mistaken.
About Marvel Snap?
Yeah, but I don't see the vision. I would have probably given it to either Apex. I mean, honestly, Apex, Diablo, or Genshin could have had it, to be honest.
No, not Diablo. Diablo was literally a shit storm of a game.
What happened with,
it takes like $12,000 just to unlock everything in that game.
Oh, okay. In that case, I would have given it to Apex.
Yeah. Like literally, there's a meme going around that Apex Legends Mobile is better than the actual base game, which is the sad part.
Dude, the fire rate just straight off is so much better than in the PC.
Yeah, no, that's why. That's why they should have won. Best ongoing game. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, let's go through a couple more of these. They're like 30 plus.
Yeah, I'll take next one. So best community support. Final Fantasy 14
All right,
wins
moving on.
Again.
Jose,
all right, best VR AR game. Moss Book 2. Don't know. Don't care. Move on.
That, but yeah, let's move on.
All right,
here we go.
Innovation and accessibility. The winner goes to God of War Ragnarok.
Well deserved.
So. I see it.
Yeah, considering I've seen the accessibility options, it is wild how many they have.
I haven't seen them.
I'm weak. Return to Monkey Island was one of them.
Yeah. All right, next one.
Props on.
Best action game. Bayonetta 3 wins.
Damn, Sifu didn't even get it. Hey yo, wait a second.
Sifu, I mean, I'm not sure because I don't know how good Bayonetta 3 is.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was released. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, it came out.
It came out in the fall. I think like November, somewhere around that time.
No, before God of War.
No. I remember why I didn't want it. Didn't care for it. The voice actress. Yeah. It did her wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway, best action adventure game. Don't know how. How did it? Oh, so
I'm gonna say like, it's not on this list.
Elden Ring is not on this because technically it's an adventure game, but I guess it's more basically a RPG more than anything. So I'll give it that. Ragnarok wins. Moving on.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Best RPG.
RPG. We have Elden Ring. All right.
Hell yeah.
Makes sense. You know what?
Why is Live Alive there? Is that how you say it?
I don't know. But listen.
I think it is.
But I don't know, bro. It's the thing. I do agree that it deserves best RPG, but the thing is, for me, and this could be a whole topic on its own aside from the Game Awards. I just can't really get into Soulsborne games. I don't know if there's something wrong with me.
Here we go.
You're just not a masochist. It's okay.
I'm just not, but here's the thing, bro. Everyone's saying like, yo, like, it's like that meme where it's like Squidward looking out of his house watching SpongeBob.
Oh yeah.
Everybody else play basically.
They say that they're fantastic games.
I'm like, it looks like visually.
If you say good, I'm gonna smack you.
No, visually it looks awesome. It looks beautiful.
Okay.
But like, I just can't. Just certain things I can't get behind. Like I tried Dark Souls 1, couldn't get with it. Tried Bloodborne for a little bit, I couldn't get with it. Yeah,
I'm telling you, you're just not a masochist. It's not built into your system.
But, bro, but you mean to tell me everyone's a masochist, bro? Because everyone loves this game, bro. Everyone's a masochist?
Yes.
I don't know, bro.
I mean,
yes.
Maybe I have to try it one day, but I don't know if I'm spending $60. I don't know.
Another controversial call from the Game of the Year Awards. Let's go to the next one.
Alrighty. So, best fighting game. Multiverses is the winner. I mean, I think this only comes from the fact that it was popular, but now it's fucking dead.
It's dead. It literally lived for 2 weeks.
Yep.
And no one cared about it ever.
Hold on, I got you right now. Let me go to Steam charts.
While you do that,
like at that point, JoJo could have won. I feel like JoJo, KOF, or Sifu should have won this.
Yeah, I would have just given it to Sifu, and then oh my god, we'll have there will probably be people
5,000
like
people on
Sifu.
Only 5K,
and that's in between the technical test, and that's between the actual game. 5K.
So it's not even guaranteed 5K. That's wild.
Yeah.
And it's not considering console player base, you know.
We don't care about consoles here.
Give it to Seafood. Seafood got robbed this whole game award.
Seafood really got robbed.
Yeah, no, Seafood got robbed.
All right,
best family game. Why isn't Sifu in this one? Let me stop. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Kirby, solid games. Kirby has always named one bad Kirby game. That's what I thought. Moving on.
I agree with you. I love Kirby.
AJ, you're really ruining the future. Come on.
I'm about to say
best family game.
Best sport?
No, best sport. That's twice.
Sorry.
One take.
Gran Turismo 7. Yeah, moving on.
Wow. Wow. I'm with you right there. Best sim strategy game. Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
I feel like there's better strategy games out there, but whatever.
I mean, I don't know.
Whatever's popular.
Yeah. Hey, it's an XCOM style game, so I'll take that.
Oh, all right, fine. It's only because I play XCOM right now.
Oh, here we go.
And here's the meme of it all. Best multiplayer game of all 2022. Splatoon 3. Call of Duty, your shit. Multiverse, your shit. Overwatch 2, you're definitely shit, but I'm addicted to you, so I can't say any much. Why is TMNT here?
It's technically a multiplayer game. A couch co-op multiplayer game, so that counts.
That's a damn shame.
Were they reaching for multiplayer games? Yes.
Shouldn't have been voted in. Just saying. Next.
Deserve it? Who knows?
Of the year. All right, gave it to Ludwig. You know what? I'm not mad at that because Ludwig
I'm not mad
has
either.
had a pretty good year since he went over to YouTube. He recently had like the chess boxing. I don't know if y'all heard of it. Heard about
No.
Chess boxing event. All right, so basically what chess boxing is, right? Is they would dress in boxing attire, right, in a boxing ring, in a full boxing ring with people, and they would have a floating table that comes down with a chessboard on it, in the middle of the ring, and they would play a round of chess, and then they would lift the table back up, and then they would fight. So literally,
that sounds great.
One
I gotta check this
round
out.
of chess,
Yeah.
one round of boxing, back and forth, literally.
Can we talk about how Cenat was not?
I was really about to say that he kind of got robbed too. I'm not gonna lie.
He should have won. He literally had the most subs ever in the history of Twitch for 1 month.
Yep.
This man earned almost $1 million in 1 month.
No, and he's literally the most. I don't know if he's now, but like when he's at that like peak or whatever, he was literally the most popular Twitch streamer on the western side of the world. No, in America.
No, ever. Literally, he was averaging almost 100,000 viewers a day.
Yeah, I don't even think Ninja in his peak was actually at that level.
No, he set the record for Twitch. I'm pretty sure. Didn't
he set the record when he played with Drake. Problem is, Cenat has played with 21 Savage, had Ice Spice on. I don't know how he pulled that. And he's been with multiple people from obviously our cult, me and AJ's culture that we follow, because I know you don't really like rapping. So
yeah.
It also seems to you.
Moving on.
Arthur, it's your turn.
Alrighty. So, best esports athlete. I personally don't know this person, but Jacob Ye Whitaker. Did I pronounce it? Okay. He is the winner.
Simple.
Valorant. Oh, C9.
Simple. Okay. Oh, yes. I know Simple from CSGO. Yeah.
That's why I don't know who he is. Valorant.
Didn't they accuse him of genuinely cheating when he was playing?
Just that good. He's just that good. And the funny thing is, the cheating scandal happened like 4 years ago.
Yeah, I remember because like the Score Esports put like a documentary of that dude.
All right. Best esports coach goes to Matheus Bazooka Terrasconi. Yeah. Terrasconi. He's part of the team Loud, and they be smoking. Part of Valorant, and congrats to him.
All right. Yeah. All right. And we got best esports event. 2022 League of Legends World Champions.
Dude, they have concerts, bro. They have concerts.
I'm hating. All right.
Yeah, you are.
It is.
I don't even like the game anymore.
It was a genuinely fantastic event.
Yeah, no, literally, I don't even play the game anymore, but they have concerts too. Like, you can't go wrong if you go to the. It's an
really can't.
experience. It's really an experience.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyway, so best esports game, Valorant. I think, you know what?
Wow.
Well
Wow.
deserved. Valorant is a very fantastic esports game. If a certain friend of mine watches this or listens to this, he will greatly disagree with me and think that Counter-Strike
You
wins.
didn't even
And
see
to
the
that,
face I
I
made,
say,
but
fuck
you.
you.
No. How about this? AJ, is it still a mid game, huh?
Yes! Yes!
Is it still a mid game?
Is it still mid, motherfucker? Is it still mid?
I told you it was a great game.
Listen,
I'm not good at it, but I told you it was a great
God.
game.
Listen,
Yeah.
this has already been established. I'm gonna say this every episode. I'm a hypocrite. Moving on. And
All right.
Yes, it is. All right, go.
It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Best esports team, Loud. They be smoking that Zaza.
Valorant won
Valorant.
like four things so far. That's great.
Yeah, no, Valorant's been going off.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Most anticipated game goes to The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Which is
I
coming
don't
out
think
pretty
that
soon.
should be true, though. I think like Hogwarts Legacy and
No.
RE4.
No.
I
Let me explain to
agree
you
with
why.
this
Let me explain to you why. Nintendo fans have been starving. They got nothing.
Oh no.
Literally not like when I you
Oh, YouTube.
like
Yo, where's the sound effect
You
where it's
thought-
like damn?
you thought Xbox like back in like with the early Xbox One days was in a drought?
They down bad.
They're
what you're
so
telling me?
down bad, bro. I swear, bro. They gotta be. They're happy now because they got Bayonetta, but that's gonna hold them down for
Yeah.
like what, a month? You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
my
I
God.
get it, but
Now they got Pokemon, bro. Remember?
But no. But
Yeah,
can
they got
I just a real problem? Can I just a real problem?
Yeah, go
What?
for it.
Spider-Man 2 got snubbed for Resident Evil 4.
here we go.
Oh my.
No,
goodness.
that's a lie.
Okay.
I'm sorry, no.
No.
Because what they're saying is, in terms of anticipatory, in terms of it being released very soon.
It's
Isn't
Spider-Man 2 is
Spider-Man-
coming out this year.
Yes, a
No,
lot.
it's Resident
All
Evil
these
4
games
remake.
are coming out tomorrow.
Oh.
Like, this year.
Yeah.
Listen, as a Resident Evil 4 fanboy, I say that's well deserved, at least to have a nomination.
No.
Yeah,
Just straight up.
I feel like Hogwarts Legacy really had some drive behind it too. A lot of
No,
there's
all-
way more Harry Potter fans than there are like Nintendo fans.
Yeah.
the
Everything
only
else makes
game that
sense.
the only game I don't see why it's here, and oh, you could have put
Starfield.
Spider-Man here. More Final Fantasy 16. I'm
Oh,
gonna
so
straight up say it.
so Final Fantasy isn't that good, huh?
What?
Mm.
Not the new one. Well, not this
Mm.
one that I'm looking
Okay.
at.
What- 15. I like 15 a
Oh,
lot.
Final Fantasy fanboy, goddammit.
15 is actually pretty. I like 15 a lot.
No,
But,
15 was fun. 15
Get the
was fun.
Japanese dick out of your mouths.
yeah,
Hey,
Resident
oh,
Evil.
Hey, yo.
No.
Yo.
You blowing on that Final Fantasy a little
All right,
too much.
whatever. Let's move. I literally
All right,
just shout out 14. All right, we're moving on.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
I think this is our last category too. Yes, it is.
Uh-huh.
And I don't like this one either.
I'll take it, Arthur.
Best adaptation, Arcane wins.
Yeah.
If you don't know, Arcane was the Netflix adaptation for League of Legends about the story of Vi and Jinx.
Yes.
I kind of feel like either Sonic the Hedgehog or Cyberpunk Edge Runner should have won. Kinda.
I think all of them except Uncharted, fuck that film, deserve to be here.
I love
was
Tom
a really
Holland,
close one.
but that movie was not that good.
He can't save that, bro.
Yeah, he could have saved.
if Arcane didn't win, I really hope that Cyberpunk would have won instead. Because that, from what I've heard, and I still have to see the anime, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right,
Exactly.
but that was, what was it, 30? 30,
I don't know
30
exactly. It was a
nominations.
lot.
Yeah, we spent almost 30 minutes on like a minute. We averaged a minute per category, which is actually pretty lower than I thought it was going to be.
except for the sports games. They say,
No, that was like 5 seconds, bro.
yeah.
We announced it and moved right on.
And we're not.
Speaking
And
of
you know
moving
what, dude? That was just the winners. Now we got upcoming games.
Ooh, yes.
And
I've
you
been
know
waiting.
what? So here's what I'm thinking, right? So I feel like when we're listing out the games that they announced, if it's a game that you're looking forward to, you say it, right? You acknowledge
Yeah,
it.
no, I feel like we should kind of.
I feel like
we'll combine these.
We should skip the article and just say the games we're looking forward to.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
feel like.
No, what about Vampire Survivors?
How about no?
What about Valiant Hearts Coming Home?
I don't think I
About
played
no?
that one. Sorry.
Me neither.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, I know. I was.
AJ, what are the games you are looking forward to this year? How about that?
Right. Oh,
Yes.
right. Well, the games I'm looking forward to this year. Let's start off with the Spider-Man 2 coming to PlayStation 5 and 4, most likely.
I mean, yeah, considering that.
At a fresh 25 frames per second.
Oh, yeah, hold on,
Okay,
hold on. This isn't Pokemon here. Relax.
No,
buddy.
I'm
listen.
talking about PlayStation 4. Not
No,
PlayStation.
no,
I know.
that's what I'm saying.
This isn't Pokemon here, man. Listen. The
feels bad, man.
PS4 will sound like a F-130 fighter jet engine or whatever, but listen.
No, wait.
I swear you
Spider-Man,
just
that
used
still sound
random
like a
numbers for
warthog
that.
at that point.
A10 war.
Hold on.
Okay, it's
Apologies.
just gone.
Yeah. It will sound like a freaking jet, a bomb about to blow off. It will sound crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It will sound like you got 10 ACs in your room, but I promise you. It will at least be a solid 30 FPS after like a few patches.
After a few,
of course.
So you agree that it was like 25 on startup?
Bro,
Huh?
No, I don't know if that's
now,
the case, Arthur. I don't know.
I'm telling you right now, like that's gonna sound like an A10 Warthog at the end of the
Yeah.
fucking game.
Arthur, you tell me, you played God of War Ragnarok on PS4.
Yes.
Did you get it like
Jedi.
near launch? Near launch, right?
I got it December, kind of like December 10th. No, it was on my birthday. It was a birthday.
Did you have any FPS issues?
No, I did have one, but granted, that was it was a runic attack that Kratos literally summons a blizzard, and it kills everyone.
Oh yeah,
no,
so
I dropped frames.
Too many frames.
Yeah, no, that definitely dropped frames.
You know,
But I was
struggling
getting
there.
like, yeah, no, that my PS4 was loud.
But yeah, back to Spider-Man. I'm really looking forward to what they're gonna do with us, Peter and Miles Morales. I hope, I pray that they're gonna have maybe some type of multiplayer system where they kind of, you know what I mean, have you play between Miles and Peter, or you can do like, you know what I mean, simultaneous open world free roam. That would be sick as well. Also,
That would be.
I also, and here's my little theory. You know, also Arthur, you know, I like to throw little theories in there, and I kind of have a little track record for those that have seen the older episodes. I kind of have a track record of being right.
Yes,
I
yes,
hope,
you surprised me.
this is my theory, right? I think they're gonna set up Spider-Verse for the third game,
Of course.
Ooh.
and if they do, I hate my mind. If they do, I hope that it's probably gonna be at least a 4-player experience for the next Spider-Man. I feel like that would be so fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, no, honestly,
They
I mean, have
already
you ever?
confirmed the game being like somewhat connected to the movie. I think they have.
No. The only thing that they did was that for the PS5 version, I think they redid Peter's face so that he looked a little more like Tom Holland.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like the story is still like its own self-contained narrative.
Yeah, hold on, I got some other games to get to real quick. Right after that,
sir.
I got Skate 4. Honestly, I've just been a huge I've just been really getting back into like skateboarding games and even skateboarding in general. And over the last year, I picked up Skater XL. I have not stopped playing that game since I got it, and I love Skate 3. And I hope and I pray that this game is in good hands. It's coming out at some point, free to play. And I've been keeping up with like the logs. It looks great. I just honestly, I'm kind of upset because I really wanted to get into that playtest. I didn't get in, so I was kind of crying when I didn't get that email.
Hey, it's okay. You're crying about that. Jose was crying about the Street Fighter 6 beta.
Yeah.
He got denied twice.
Damn.
He got.
You know what's
Dude,
crazy?
we didn't need
You know
to bring that up,
crazy?
right? We didn't need to bring that up.
Hold on.
We didn't. We didn't need to. That was well behind the rear view mirror.
It was a correlation. All right.
Damn.
I
son.
saw an opportunity and I took it.
But hold on.
Exposed me
Speaking
like
of, let me also make another correlation. I received an email from EA about Skate 4, but I didn't check my email and I didn't see it until like it was way too late. And yeah.
Oh no, you poor soul.
Yeah, I know.
You
All right.
poor
Besides
soul.
that, we got Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which is come on. Honestly, bro, that's like the only Soulsborne game that I've actually played, and I was like, you know what? Yes, all the way, yes. I played this game on hard too. It was fire.
Yeah, because it's easy.
I said I played it on hard. God damn, bro.
Yeah, it's still easy.
Bro, why you on my body, bro? Relax, bro. I'm not a masochist.
I'm not on you at all. I'm not on you at all.
This has been.
Yeah, I was playing that game on the second hardest difficulty, and I was not having problems pairing it.
The man's like, how dare you care about your sanity?
You right.
How dare you?
How dare you care about your mental health? Yeah.
How dare you not play a game that was intentionally made to be hard?
All right. Hold on. Let me just quickly wrap this one up. All right, last one. Right.
Yeah.
This is an indie pick coming from a studio, Devolver Digital. It's called Skate Story. Yeah, as you can tell, I really like skateboarding games. As you can tell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is like an indie skateboarding game. Actually, I can try to probably find a little bit of gameplay from it. But basically what it is you're in hell. You have to skate to survive.
I'm weak.
If you stop skating,
what?
you die. Yeah,
So
I dropped something in the group chat about this a while back ago. But yeah.
I remember seeing that a while ago.
That's two ideas that I never thought would come together in my life.
But like the
you
art
know
style
what?
is really unique.
That sounds dope.
And just the fact that you're not even human. You're like this like glass entity, like skating through like this.
So if you mess up a move, you're shattering.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
That's insane. Holy shit.
So yeah, there is like some type of cool reward system going on for like actually stringing together combos, and yeah, it doesn't look too realistic like Skater I saw with mods, but it does look fairly arcadey. But I like arcadey games too. So,
of course.
Yeah, hopefully.
Just like Smash
we'll
Bros.
hear about that. All right, moving on.
All right, yeah.
Oh, you're not gonna read the rest?
Oh yeah. Devolver Digital, yeah. I mean, yeah, they're pretty
Yeah,
popular.
no,
They made like My Friend Pedro.
That's like the
Hotline
games
Miami.
they made.
Oh, Trek to Yomi is another one too. They made. Actually, have y'all heard about Trek to Yomi?
Nope.
No, I have not.
All right. So this was the game that was getting compared. Do you remember back a couple E3s ago when they announced Ghost of Tsushima?
Yes.
They showed off another game that looked very similar.
Oh
Ghost of
yes,
Tsushima.
yes, I remember this game
That
now.
was Trek to Yomi.
Oh my goodness, yes, I remember this.
Yeah, I heard a lot of great things about it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
All right.
Side scroller.
All right, so I guess it's my turn now.
Yes, it is.
So again, I saw these guys not really going forward with the fighting game, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring them out. I cannot wait for Street Fighter 6. I've been hearing a lot of good things. The internet, bro, the CFN, they actually worked on it. It doesn't lag so much. Please, hopefully it stays that way. Their netcode in Street Fighter 5 is ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you don't have Ethernet cable, you're just jumping all over the place, quite literally.
Mm-hmm. All the chem mains have used that. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know. It's painful. It's really painful. Then Project L, come on, guys. Like, they already have rollback netcode. Like, they already confirmed it. The amount of effort they're putting into the game is ridiculous. Now, if you've been on my stream, you know that I've recently technically completed a playthrough of Hades. I want Hades 2 already. I want it. I want it badly. I'm down bad. I'm down bad. I'm down so terribly bad. But if you did not know this, Last of Us has never been on PC.
No, it has not.
Now we got it. It's coming in March 3rd, I believe, 2023. It would.
Oh, wow, that's actually close.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be almost like a remastered version of the game.
Yeah, I feel like it's the PS5 version, just ported to PC.
Exactly. So it should be dope. I may actually finally buy that game. And then Payday 3. I didn't see it, you guys. I know you guys played Payday 2 a decent amount of times. I was so surprised y'all just didn't have it in the notes. I was like, yo, Payday 3 looks dope.
I only found out about it actually like 2 days ago.
Yeah, it's fully confirmed. They just I feel like what they were doing is that they were holding radio silence, and then one Twitter just like I think they released one tweet with like a gameplay trailer. Like that shit is already well within the works. And then a game I just learned that was coming out soon, RoboCop, bro. RoboCop is gonna have a video game.
Yeah, holy shit.
RoboCop Rogue City. I've heard some good things about it. I'm hoping it doesn't suffer the movie curse that every game based off of a movie happens. Like Real Steel. Real Steel was a decent boxing game, but it was very repetitive. It was dead.
Let's pray that this is not a Rambo the video game.
Oh my god, please
That
no.
was horrible.
Rambo was better on Mortal Kombat, and it just doesn't make sense. It's
doesn't.
Mortal Kombat. But the last game I'm looking forward to is also Tekken 8. Yo, the Unreal Engine that they worked on. Yo, the graphics look delicious, bro. Sensational.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. Now, I wouldn't play the game. I'm really bad at fighting games. And just adjusting to different types of fighting games. I'm only used to Street Fighter. So Tekken 8, I would just love watching that game. The amount of attention to detail that they have on those character models, I can only imagine how good it would look just fighting in general.
Oh yeah. Like seeing
Jin
and Kazuya just like fighting and like in that one little instance looks so cool.
Yeah, the sweat off the brow, the raindrops, ridiculous.
Alrighty, well, it's time for my games. 2 of these games have already been said, but I'll just say them again. So first off, I got Hades 2. Like Jose, I played Hades before. Absolutely fantastic game. I have yet to fully beat it to get all of the runs completed, but I did see the rest of them through Jose's stream. The story, the gameplay, the replayability, the art style, everything about it is just chef's kiss. Fantastic. Supergiant Games, I have full faith that Hades 2 is just going to expand upon everything that Hades did right. And it's like Jose, I want it. I want it now, bro.
You know,
I really do.
You know what's interesting about that? I've only played Hades off your account, Arthur. I only played it for like 2 hours, and I don't know why I stopped. Really, I had a good time playing it. Maybe I should.
Yeah, I remember you saying it was really good, and I'm like,
It was like 50 to 70% off at one point. You should have bought it then.
Oh, word! I didn't know. That's great.
Damn.
yeah,
I stopped.
it's all good. You still have it on my library, so. Anyway, the next one that I got up is Hogwarts Legacy, and you know, I am the resident Harry Potter fan. I've seen a lot of the developer gameplays that they've released. I've seen the ambitions. I see what they have on offer, and all of it just speaks to me so much. And it looks like they are really handling the license with the most utmost care. And I don't want to get too hyped because I know what happens with games like this, but at the same time I can't help but just be so excited for something like this, because the last decent Harry Potter game was like 15 years ago, just straight up, not counting the Lego Harry Potter games, because those are great, but you know,
Those are instant classics.
Yeah.
Almost every Lego game is classic.
Lego Star Wars, Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Batman, certified grade A classics.
They did do Gwen Stacy pretty wrong in Lego Spider-Man, though.
Oh, did they?
There's a Lego
What did they do? What did they
do?
do to her?
You know the scene where Spider-Man tries to save her while the clock tower is falling apart?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
she
do.
fell apart too.
Oh no!
the spider web attaches to the torso. She hits the ground, and all you hear is the Lego sound, and
wait,
all
that's
body parts flying.
That
Yo,
is
that is
hilarious.
hilarious.
I never knew that. Wow, that's actually hilarious that the devs put that there. All right.
Goated. Absolutely goated.
Moving on. Me, like so many others, I have Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild is a phenomenal game. We've been waiting 6 years now for a sequel. I'm just, I there's nothing that I can say that hasn't already been said over the internet. We want it so badly.
And hopefully, touch it.
I mean, yeah, we need it. I'm desperate. I want something else to play on my Switch. Goddammit.
Get Bayonetta 3. You'll be alright.
Yeah, for like a month, like you said, right?
Or you could try Pokemon if you want to. You know what I mean?
moving on.
You want to have a hand warmer? Go ahead.
So moving on. We got Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Like AJ said before, I've played and beaten what's it called? Fallen Order. Really, really good game. It wasn't I was kind of expecting it to be good because it was Respawn, and Respawn's fantastic. It's really good to see that they're branching out into something that isn't Apex or Titanfall. And when they get the freedom and the freedom to do something with the license, they produce fantastic work, just straight up.
Respawn, I love y'all.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say.
Everyone here at the Loading Podcast, we love you.
Respawn is loaded. They have not made a bad game.
Fuck you, EA, for doing all this shit to them. Anyway, moving on. The final game that I got on my list is Baldur's Gate 3. Now, I know this game is currently out in early access, but it only has I think the first 10 hours of the game. In 2023, around June or July, the full game should be out according to them. And all I'm saying is that I've played Divinity 2 with some friends. It is some of the most fun I've had in a very, very long time. It is so great to have a playable, basically D&D game, just put into a fun game that you can play with friends, having so many different classes, a branching storyline. It's fantastic. Baldur's Gate 3 just looks like it's going to be delivering more of that, and I just cannot wait to try it out and delve into a new adventure. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me for my games.
Yeah.
This might have been possibly the longest episode we've had.
Let me see. Hold on.
It's
possible because AJ, remember our first episode was literally us we were talking about the Game Awards in 2019, and that was a long.
Wow,
it was E3.
A circle.
It was E3 actually.
Oh, was it? I thought it was Game Awards.
Yeah,
I could have sworn it was
E3,
Game Awards. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
this definitely is our longest episode. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but you know what? It didn't really feel like it, considering how all the stuff that we talked about.
I didn't realize how stacked the notes were.
Yeah, no.
The thing is, it's not that stacked. It's just that we fleshed it out really well.
Actually, you gotta understand too that now that we have our third host, we have more input and more stories that we can go through and explain, and have more debates, which I feel like will happen sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
considering the takes that all of us have.
Oh, well, yeah, that's all we got in our notes, pretty much.
All right,
Death Stranding 2.
Stop. All right, I'm passing the floor on to Jose. Jose, what do you got to say, man? Any final thoughts? Anything you want to shout out? Go ahead.
Yo, they did my boys at Apex way too wrong in the Game Awards, but I love y'all. I'm getting back to that game. I swear. It's been a while since I've been playing that game, but yeah, this was fun. It's been a while since we've done this. I'm so glad we're doing this again. I can't wait to do the next episode. And hopefully there's enough news to actually do something, because we covered so much.
Oh yeah, and there's when we have a lot of news, these episodes are long, very long.
Especially after a 2-year hiatus, basically. Yeah, I can only imagine. But Kojima Productions, y'all better do well. I know DS2 ain't the only one you're working on. Kojima, yo, come on, hit us with it. I know you got something in the tank.
He apparently wants to be an AI.
Yeah, no, I remember that interview. Yeah, he was yo, once I die, I want to be an AI so that I could be still creating games, or still basically brainstorming ideas. I'm like, yo, you gotta stop.
We'll have it forever. It's okay.
Lord have mercy now.
Arthur, go ahead. You got the floor. Anything you want to say? Anything you want to shout out? Go for it.
All right. Well, listen, it has been fantastic that we're doing this again. I completely forgot how much I missed just going here with you guys, talking about news, just whether it's games, anime, entertainment, anything. It's always a blast to just share ideas, share our thoughts, promote news that, some people may not know. And no, this was just really fun. I'm just happy to be doing this again, in all honesty.
Nice. Well, for me, I have to say, feels good to be back. I'm not gonna lie. It feels like this is a pretty good episode. Like,
Damn straight.
I had so much fun doing this shit again.
Yeah, if
No fucking clue. All I gotta say
we didn't really
is-
lose most of the chemistry too.
No, not really.
Feels like it's just
all
a
I gotta say
continuation.
is follow my guys. You know what I mean? You see the socials on the
Yeah.
screen. Make sure you go ahead and follow that. You see,
I need
you
it,
see the
please.
link in the bottom, anchor.fm/the loading podcast. We are available in over 10, 11, 12, 13, something like that platforms.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now including Twitch.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Now including Twitch.
So however
Yeah.
you listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple Music, Stitcher Radio, Amazon, however, just go ahead and
Yes.
follow us. Also hit us up on our Instagram, instagram.com/the loading podcast, or just the loading podcast in general, just Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'll also say, if you have any questions you'll be featured on the show, we have a voicemail over on his website, anchor.fm/loading podcast. Make sure you go ahead and rate us 5 stars over on Apple and Spotify, because it helps us boost up in the algorithm, helps us get out to more people, you know. And am I missing anything? Oh yeah, the video version is also live on YouTube at Aaron Ryder, you know what I mean, as you see.
Yep.
But yeah, that's literally all I got. So
Yeah.
this has been the loading
Fantastic, gentlemen. Fantastic.
podcast.
This
Yeah.
has been the Loading Podcast. Just
Season 2,
man.
baby.
Season
Episode
2,
1.
boys. It's all and done.
Yo.
with.
Yeah. Anyways,
All right.
Well, how about y'all?
Let-
Yes. Take
Yeah.
care, everybody.
Y'all
see
have
you
a good
guys
night.
Next week.
Stay safe out there.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Take care, everybody.
Peace.